Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. We're continuing with the epilogue of the game, and we've got, I think, one more side quest to do. This is the last side quest that we need to complete, and once we've done that we can move on to looking for all the white key shards in order for us to enter the final Eclipse and rescue Shiori. So, with this one, basically, this is the couple that owns the ramen shop where Shio works. Basically, their son's been away for a really long time, kind of just got angry with his father and just decided, fuck it, I'm going to leave. And now he's kind of supposed to be returning with his wife and son to go see his mum and dad for the first time in 10 years. But he hasn't been, they don't know where he is. So basically what we need to do is we need to head off and into town and to try and see if we can gather information on where this guy is. So the first place we go to is the bus station, which is in Station Square, kind of in the lower part of Station Square. And this old man has basically said that, you know, this guy was kind of muttering with his wife and his kid. And he was kind of wandering off. And he was kind of wandering off in a direction. So they got on a bus to get in. Sorry. Heading on a bus to get to Across Tower. So, yeah, we're going to have to go to Across Tower. Let's head over there. So now we're going to go to Across Tower, and we're going to go to the viewing platform, the Across Lounge, and there they are, looking at the view. Oh, it wasn't ramen, it was soba. That's what it was. Fuck. I couldn't remember. So, yeah, basically, the guy is now being a stubborn ass. And he's like, why the fuck should I ever go visit them? What a load of shit. And so he's basically deciding, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go back and see him. He's basically trying to claim that he just came to Morimiya just to kind of see everybody. Not to kind of show his family around the place so they can see all the sights and stuff. But he's not going to see them. He's decided. So, no, I don't want to talk to you, tourist. So basically we need to talk to him again. And basically we've got some questions to ask. Definitely like father, like son. So yeah, there are 3 questions I think you're asked, and you have to choose the right answer in order for him to decide to make his way back home. So yeah, he's kind of nostalgic for the place that he hasn't visited in 10 years. Yeah, she really... Wow, he really doesn't like his father for some reason. You left because of your dad. Huh? Then why did you? Tim, the only part... Sobermeister. So he kind of left because he was kind of he felt like, anyway, he was being forced by his dad to kind of go into the sober kind of making, into the sober making kind of business. And so he doesn't really want to go back. We've got one more. You need to talk to your folks. Yeah, this kind of hits Shio a little bit hard, basically because he's basically been treated like family by these people, and he is their actual son, just really not being interested in going back. Not, hasn't really seen them in 10 years, so he kind of wants him to kind of go back and not really, not regret not going back and seeing everybody. So, we finally convinced him, yay. So now it's time for him to go back to the sober shop and see his... Why did you say that again? I loved this. Just immediately get into a massive argument. I kind of like how his dad kind of cuts right to the chase immediately. That, you've been acting like a fucking coward, dude. Where you get your jeans from, boy? I kind of like the arguing that they do. He is a bit shitty though, because he could have at least talked to his mom, even if he hated his dad. You could have at least come see his wife. He could at least come and see his mom. He was really missing him. And I kind of like this in the end, where his dad kind of gives him a little pat on the back and kind of wants to find out what's been going on all these years. Forge a good life on your own way. I doubt I could have taught you any better. So yeah, kind of... Dad offers up the olive branch a little bit. Thousand times easier to train than you. Yeah, even then he can't help but have a little dig. So yeah, they're all alright in the end. Yeah, it's... It's also basically a thing of both of them are just too fucking stubborn. That's basically all it is. Even his son noticed. What did you find? Oh, a white key. Oh yes. Yes, this side quest you have to do in order to get one of the white keys to progress. So yeah, you do have to do this one. If you want to go into the final Eclipse. 10 years gone, 1,000 gems, and virtues increased, and we've got ourselves a white key. The first one. I think we've got to find 3 or 4 more. So the first one you can find is here. You have to go to the Kokonori Shrine. So basically you have to talk to Sanai. And the fortune box gives off a flash of light. Take the fortune. And but there's nothing written on it. Blank of paper. And what we get? A white key. We get a second white key. So yeah, this one is the easiest one to find in the whole game. Just talk to Sanai and you pretty much get it handed to you. So that's cool. Well, that's number 2. I think we've got 2 or 3 more to find. So right, the next place we need to go to is you need to go to the bus stop. So you at this point now you can take it. I think this is the only time in the game you can do this. You can get on the bus and make your way over to the Kamikawa Hot Spring, which we saw during the middle portion of the game. So you wait for the bus, and then you can get onto the bus to take you to the hot spring, which, yeah, that was its own like kind of sub-chapter, I think, before the final kind of third of the story was, before we headed into the final like third of the story. So yeah, you have to come back here, and this is where we can find one of the eclipses, which you can only find in the epilogue, which will give you one of the other white keys. And again, this is kind of cool that we get to see more of, like, you know, because basically she's the woman who we helped in the final chapter when her mother collapsed, and we went into the eclipse to kind of gather the ingredients required to make that medicine to kind of heal her. So again, it's kind of nice that we get to see a little bit of the people we've helped in previous chapters kind of show up again in the epilogue. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we get to... So at this point you can kind of come in here. Something else you can do as well, you can go into the hot springs yourself, and if you go into decide to go into the hot spring, that's like pretty much a full heal. So yeah, basically if we go up here, basically there's a shrine at the very back of the hot spring. Press the button. There you go. Thank you. This is the place that the child led us to, if you'll remember, during the hot spring sub-chapter. And this was where the dungeon was when everybody kind of got frozen in time. Yeah, so... Because, of course, Mr. Goro wasn't frozen at that point. So he was off doing something else while we were busy fighting this monster. So he was off doing his own thing at the same time as the everybody else was frozen. So I guess we're not gonna find out what the fuck happened there. But there you go. Might as well pray to the gods while we're here, and let's move on. So by the side of the hot spring, we've got this yellow gate here, and we open it up here. Oh, yes, the thing is, I kind of found it before I went up to the shrine, but then I remembered I have to go up to the shrine. So I kind of opened it, went to the shrine, and now I've come back to it. But yeah, it's by the side of the hot spring. So yeah, just enter here. And yeah, and this is, I think, very similar to one of the earlier optional dungeons, in terms of its layout and the enemies that you're going to face off against. They're all, you know, you've faced off against these guys many times before. Ow. Fucking bitch. But you have to go through it in order for us to get the unlock. In order to get the white key, we've got an elixir. An elixir, from what I remember, recovers health and like the equivalent of magic. I can't remember what it's called here. Like your X drive, I think. You know, so it recovers your special attack kind of gauge, really, as well as recovering your Cure Potion 1. That's useless. Yeah. Oh, got an enemy. Yeah, the main difference is that we now have these kind of icy floor kind of sections, which is such a pain in the bum. Fuck you. There you go, you're dead. Up we go. Yeah, I think it is pretty much the exact same layout as an earlier kind of optional dungeon. But obviously we've now got ice to deal with. So it's a bit more of a pain in the arse. You also, in all honesty, you also don't want to bitch. Don't want to bitch. You don't want to be using your homing attack kind of too much, you know, because you can kind of boost. You can do a boost. It gives you too much momentum, so you don't want to do that. Solar Soma. I think that just recovers health. I'm pretty sure, but I never use it anyway. Moving on. Next section. Ah, shit. Oh, you're a big boy. Hit him in the face. There we go. 2 in a row. Yeah, this guy's nothing special either. He doesn't hit particularly hard from what I remember. Sorry. Oh my god, there's a rock. But yeah, he doesn't hit particularly hard, so he's not going to be too much difficult. Not going to be too difficult. Yeah, this one's a bit of a pain because it's kind of an icy... Because the thing that you're running up is very icy. And so you have to kind of force your way up quickly and avoid the enemy. Yeah, here we go. Go this way first to pick up... to pick up the chest, and then we can... the thing out of the chest, and then we can move on. I think that's just... Yeah, the Shadow Stone is basically just for leveling up your attacks and stuff. Strengthening up your moves, it's basically used for, and that's about it. Hi! Fuck you! Thank you for both dying so quickly. Alright, now it's a case of working out... Okay. Right, that's probably not the right way. Damn it. Yeah, so at this point I was like, okay. Which way is... Okay, this is the way that I don't want to go, which has goodies. 1,500 yen. Nice. To be honest, not super useful at this point, but whatever. Could always do with more money. Yeah, I think we're nearly done. I think we're getting close. Yeah. Yeah, so there's... Yeah, I think that's... Yes, I remember now. The other one that we did before, it was a fire dungeon. Yeah, I can't open that yet. It was a fire dungeon kind of motif, so there was a lot of lava everywhere. And so for this one, they kind of changed it up to make it all kind of icy and slippery. I can't remember if that's the way to go or not. So I thought I'd better... Fuck him in the face. There we go. Dead. Let's open this up. So I think I was just checking first just to see if this was like... Which one was the way forward? And oh shit. So I think... What did I do in the end? Oh right. I went this way first. There we go. I think I looked up a guide at that point, to be honest. And just kind of checked, okay, which is the way forward and which is the way, you know, not forward, but has a bunch of... has the goodies. They got a golden element. Yeah, you go through, I think, 3 dungeons? No, 2 dungeons. You go through 2 dungeons, each of them has a golden element. So you actually have the chance of getting another golden armor piece if you do the Epilogue. I don't think I bothered. I think it was just... I would think I was just like, okay, I'm done. I just want to complete the game at this point. I'm not going to bother getting another one because it's not really all that useful. Oh shit, I completely missed. Thank you, Ice, you piece of shit. Not that the getting the best armor in the game isn't useful, but I've already got 2 or 3 pieces, so I don't really need to go after another one. Boom. And dungeon is done, so let's... only got the middle one. Bye. A rank, not bad. Moving on. And... yep, the dungeon is finished. And we get our 3rd white key. So there we go. No doubt about it. So yeah, I think we've got 2 more. I think we've got 2 more to go through. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time. When in the next part we're going to be getting the last of the white keys and entering the final dungeon of the epilogue. So yeah, see you next time.